So I am a former manager of a large financial firm, and we've been experiencing lean times. I'm not going to get into why I left the position, but I do hope that I can talk a little bit to you as emerging leaders and professionals about what the experience taught me while we were downsizing, how I handled being put in a little bit of an awkward position of being asked to downsize and having an under-supportive, if at all supportive, CEO who was incredibly dishonest. So these sorts of things are difficult. I hope that you're going to be able to take away from this a little bit about how you as a manager can do better, and that we can discuss how we can treat other people with conviction and courage and why that's important. So anthropologist, sociologist, mother, and exceptional human being, Brené Brown. She's written this wonderful book, Daring Greatly, and for the last 2 decades has dedicated her professional study to vulnerability. And such an odd topic. But when she discusses in Daring Greatly how informing our own practice, taking the courage to be vulnerable, both enriches the way that we live and lead, we can find that as managers, it is crucially important to understand in her manifesto where she states that we show up, we learn, and we inspire, where we allow for our full engagement, curiosity, and connection to be what guides our practice. So as professionals, you know that you're going to find yourself in awkward circumstances. And I'm going to tell you to lean on the serenity prayer. There are circumstances that you can't change. There are things that you have the agency to, and you need to develop the wisdom to know the difference. Someone else's short-sightedness is not your problem. I'm going to say that again because I want you to take it with you. Someone else's short-sightedness is not your problem. You came to work with something. If it's a value, I hope that it's honesty. If it's not, I hope it's transparency. I hope that you have some conviction that makes you tick, and that while you're there, you offer that 110% to other people because you get that the team works. And when the team works, we work. When the team suffers, we suffer. And was it hard to lay people off? It absolutely was. But I know that the emperor can't have no clothes forever. It's fine if you choose not to tell people the truth. It's fine that you're affable, but it can only get you so far. So you stomach it, you do what you need to, and you deal with the fact that you have to lay people off. Because guess what you get to do? Help them open the next door. If you bow out and decide that this is too difficult, you miss the opportunity to engage. You miss the opportunity to be vulnerable, to have a hard moment, and treasure that yet it can birth opportunity for other people. Go back to that serenity prayer. Did you get to prevent the layoffs? Maybe not. If you could have, I know that you would. But if you allow yourself the leverage to be transparent, if you trust yourself to be communicative, you can look people in the eye and say, this isn't working. I understand your frustration. I feel your pain. I value you as a person, and I affirm you moving forward. And these sorts of things are powerful. It's what allows people to leave a position feeling convicted that they have both learned something beneficial and are able to succeed in the future. This isn't just my opinion. When we talk about these sorts of issues, as they happen in the real world, we understand that layoffs and that downsizings happen throughout the course of the Great Recession, that they've happened throughout time, that lean times can fall on anyone. And so when we look at the Journal of Organizational Behavior's 1994 edition, we study that there have been instances in which positive affirmations and outgoing interviews allowed for people to feel when they left either technical or professional positions that they had gained skills, knowledge, and abilities that would allow them to succeed in the future. And if the conversation looked like, I'm friendly CEO, I'm hiding from the awkward instance here, or I believe in you, I know that this is hard, I couldn't have prevented it, but I want something meaningful moving forward, come find me. I'll be happy to give you whatever I can to help move you forward. Which conversation do you want to have? So I want to leave you with this. Remember the last time someone gave you half of the truth. Maybe it was over the phone and you caught it in their voice. Maybe it was in their inability to give you eye contact. Did it set your gut on fire, or did it hurt? It probably didn't inspire you. And when you get to move forward with this sort of conviction, you have an opportunity. I understand that we all get to fall, but I also think that we all get to rise. And I invite you to dare greatly. Thank you.